success is not a waiting game. It does not knock on your door, sit patiently, and wait for you to be ready. It demands action, persistence, and an unwavering commitment to your dreams. If you delay, someone else will step forward and claim the opportunity that could have been yours. Life does not pause for anyone, and neither do the chances that lead to greatness. Procrastination is one of the greatest enemies of success. It tricks you into believing that you have time, that tomorrow will be a better day to start, that the perfect moment is just around the corner. But the truth is, every moment you waste in hesitation is a moment someone else is using to move ahead. Opportunities are like open doors. They do not remain open forever. The world is filled with people who once had great ideas, incredible potential, and promising dreams, but they waited too long. Now, they look back with regret, wondering what could have been if only they had acted sooner. Think about the people who have achieved remarkable things. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They didn't sit around hoping for luck to favor them. They got up, worked hard, faced rejections, and kept moving forward despite the odds. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not talent alone. It is the ability to seize the moment. The best ideas mean nothing if they are not executed. The most ambitious dreams remain mere wishes if there is no effort behind them. Laziness and hesitation create an illusion of comfort. It feels easier to stay where you are, to postpone the effort, to wait for motivation to strike. But while you are waiting, someone else is working. Someone else is taking risks. Someone else is learning, improving, and positioning themselves for success. The competition is real, and in a world that never stops moving, you cannot afford to stand still. The people who achieve greatness do not necessarily have fewer struggles than you. They just refuse to let those struggles hold them back. There will never be a perfect moment to begin. There will always be challenges, uncertainties, and reasons to wait. But waiting is a dangerous game. Every day that passes is a day that could have been spent building your dream. The opportunity you hesitate to take today might not be available tomorrow. Someone else, someone more willing to take risks, might step in and claim it before you do. That is the harsh reality of life. You owe it to yourself to act now. Do not let doubt, fear, or laziness rob you of your potential. If you truly want something, you must be willing to chase it with all your heart. Success is not for those who wait. It is for those who rise, work, and refuse to let opportunities slip through their fingers. There is a universal truth that stands unshaken. There are no shortcuts to success. No one wakes up one day and suddenly finds themselves at the top. Every great achievement is built on dedication, discipline, and resilience. Hard work is the only shortcut, and the sooner you accept this, the sooner you will begin to move forward in life. In a world that constantly looks for quick fixes and effortless success, it is easy to fall into the trap of believing that there is an easier way. People chase overnight success stories, looking for ways to bypass the struggle. But if you take a closer look at anyone who has achieved greatness, you will see the years of effort behind their success. You will see the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the failures, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing lasting is ever built on shortcuts. Discipline is the foundation of success. It is not about working hard when you feel like it. It is about showing up every single day, even when you don't want to. The most successful people are not necessarily the most talented, but they are the ones who refuse to give up. They push through exhaustion, doubt, and setbacks because they know that consistency is more powerful than temporary bursts of effort. Hard work is not just about physical effort. It is about mental strength, the ability to keep going when everything in you wants to quit. Resilience is what separates dreamers from achievers. The road to success is not a straight path. It is filled with obstacles, failures, and disappointments. Many people start strong but give up at the first sign of difficulty. They tell themselves that they are not good enough, that the journey is too hard, that they were not meant for success. But those who truly understand the power of hard work know that failure is not the end. It is part of the process. Every setback is a lesson. Every difficulty is a test. And every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. When you embrace hard work, you take control of your destiny. You stop looking for excuses and start looking for ways to improve. You stop blaming circumstances and start creating opportunities. Success is not a matter of luck or privilege. It is a result of persistent effort. Those who work hard create their own luck. The people you admire, the ones who inspire you, did not get where they are by accident. They earned their success through countless hours of effort, through failures that taught them lessons, and through an unshakable belief in their dreams. If there was an easier way to succeed, everyone would take it. But the truth is, the only way to achieve greatness is through hard work. The sooner you commit to the journey, the sooner you will see results. No shortcuts, no magic solutions. Just effort, discipline, and resilience leading you to the life you dream of. Excuses are the silent thieves of dreams. They creep into your mind, offering comfort and justification for inaction. They make failure seem acceptable and convince you that circumstances are to blame for your lack of progress. But the truth is, the more you make excuses, the further you move away from your dreams. Success does not come to those who justify their failures. It comes to those who take responsibility for their actions. It is easy to blame external factors for not achieving what you want. You tell yourself you don't have enough time, enough resources, or enough opportunities. You convince yourself that the world is unfair, that others have advantages you don't, and that luck is not on your side. But while you are making these excuses, someone else with fewer resources, bigger struggles, and more obstacles is working hard to change their reality. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not always talent or intelligence. It is the ability to rise above excuses and take control of their own destiny. Excuses give you temporary relief, but they rob you of long-term success. They allow you to stay in your comfort zone, avoiding challenges and risks, but growth does not happen in comfort. Every time you choose an excuse over effort, you delay your own progress. You trade your future for temporary ease, and before you know it, time has passed, and you are still in the same place, wondering why nothing has changed. The harsh reality is that nothing changes until you do. Taking responsibility for your life is the first step towards success. It means accepting that your actions determine your future. If you are not where you want to be, it is not because of circumstances. It is because of the choices you make every day. It means realizing that no one else is responsible for making your dreams come true. It is up to you to do the work. The moment you stop making excuses and start taking action, your life begins to change. Every successful person has faced obstacles. They have struggled, failed, and faced moments of doubt. But instead of using those struggles as an excuse to quit, they used them as fuel to push harder. They did not wait for perfect conditions. They created opportunities through relentless effort. The road to success is never easy, but it is always possible for those who refuse to let excuses hold them back. If you truly want to achieve something, you must stop looking for reasons why you can't and start finding ways to make it happen. There will always be difficulties, distractions, and setbacks, but they do not define your future. Your response to them does. You can either let excuses steal your dreams, or you can take control, push past your limitations, and create the future you deserve. The choice is yours, and it starts today. Discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that something is changing. Too often, people mistake struggle for failure and difficulty for a reason to stop. But in reality, every moment of exhaustion, every challenge, and every overwhelming situation is proof that you are moving forward. Growth does not happen in the safety of your comfort zone. It happens in the moments when you feel like giving up, but choose to keep going. The human mind is wired to seek comfort. It wants to avoid pain, struggle, and uncertainty. But comfort is the enemy of progress. When you stay in a place where everything is easy, you are not growing, you are standing still. Imagine an athlete training for a marathon. If they only run short distances at a slow pace, they will never improve. It is only when they push past their limits, endure the pain, and challenge themselves that they become stronger. The same applies to life. If everything feels easy, it means you are not pushing yourself hard enough. Feeling tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed does not mean you are on the wrong path. It means you are stretching beyond what you once thought was possible. Every new skill you learn, every goal you pursue, and every challenge you face requires you to step into unfamiliar territory. It is uncomfortable, sometimes even painful, but that discomfort is the price of growth. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who avoid struggle, they are the ones who embrace it. They understand that nothing worthwhile comes without effort, and they are willing to endure temporary discomfort for long-term success. When you push yourself beyond your limits, you break barriers that once held you back. The person you were yesterday could not handle the challenges you are facing today, and the person you are becoming will be even stronger. Growth is not an instant transformation. It is a process of small victories, daily struggles, and continuous learning. It is waking up every day and choosing to fight for your dreams, even when it feels difficult. Many people quit when they feel uncomfortable, not realizing that they were on the verge of something great. The discomfort you feel today is shaping you for the success you will achieve tomorrow. It is preparing you for bigger challenges, greater responsibilities, and new opportunities. Instead of running from it, learn to embrace it. See it as proof that you are evolving, that you are becoming a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. Nothing great was ever achieved by staying comfortable. The most inspiring stories are built on struggles, perseverance, and the ability to keep going despite difficulties. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed, remember that it is not a sign to stop, it is a sign that you are growing. Keep pushing, keep learning, and keep moving forward, because discomfort is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher. Time is the one thing in life that you can never get back. It moves forward relentlessly, without waiting for anyone. Every second that passes is gone forever, and with it, a chance to do something meaningful. The greatest mistake people make is believing that they have time. Time to start working on their dreams, time to fix their mistakes, time to take action later. But later is not guaranteed. The clock is ticking, and every moment wasted in laziness is an opportunity lost forever. Success does not come to those who wait for the perfect moment. It comes to those who act despite the imperfections. People often tell themselves that they will start tomorrow, next week, or next year. They wait for motivation, for better circumstances, for the right mood. But while they are waiting, others are taking action. Others are working hard, learning, improving, and getting ahead. And by the time the procrastinator decides to start, they have already fallen behind. The world moves fast, and if you are not moving with it, you are getting left behind. Laziness is a silent thief. It does not take everything from you all at once. It takes little by little. It convinces you that skipping one productive day will not make a difference. Then one day turns into a week turns into a month, and before you know it, years have passed. And when you finally look back, you realize how much time you wasted doing nothing. The regret of wasted time is one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry. Opportunities do not last forever. Every day, doors open and close. The job you wanted, the skill you could have learned, the project you could have started. All of these have a time limit. If you do not act now, someone else will. Someone else will grab the opportunity that could have changed your life. And when that happens, you will have no one to blame but yourself. Life rewards those who take action, not those who sit and wait for something to happen. People often talk about their dreams, but talking alone does not bring results. Dreams become reality through effort, discipline, and persistence. Every great achievement in history was made possible by people who understood the value of time and refused to waste it. They woke up early, worked late, sacrificed comfort, and stayed consistent. They knew that success is not about luck, it is about making the most of every moment. There is no rewind button in life. You cannot go back and redo the time you have lost. But you can decide right now to stop wasting any more of it. Every second that passes is a chance to do something meaningful, to take a step closer to your goals, to create a future you will be proud of. The clock is ticking, and the only way to win against time is to act before it runs out. You were not born to live an ordinary life. You were created with potential, with dreams that are meant to be pursued, and with a purpose that is waiting to be fulfilled. Yet, so many people settle for less than they deserve because they are afraid to try. They fear failure, rejection, and discomfort, so they hold back. But the truth is, the only person who can truly limit you is yourself. You owe it to yourself to try, to push beyond your limits, and to see what you are truly capable of. Life is too short to live with regrets. When you look back years from now, do you want to remember a life of effort, resilience, and progress, or a life filled with missed opportunities? Every time you let fear stop you, you are choosing a life of mediocrity. Every time you make an excuse instead of taking action, you are robbing your future self of the success you could have had. The pain of trying and failing is temporary, but the pain of never trying at all lasts a lifetime. It is easy to stay in your comfort zone, to do what feels safe and familiar, but nothing extraordinary ever happens in comfort. Growth, success, and transformation happen when you you challenge yourself, when you take risks, and when you dare to dream bigger. You were not put on this earth to merely exist. You were meant to thrive, to make an impact, and to leave behind a legacy. That will never happen if you stay where you are, afraid to take the first step. Trying does not guarantee success, but not trying guarantees failure. The most successful people in the world are not those who never failed, but those who never stopped trying. They kept pushing, learning, and improving, even when things got tough. Every effort you make today, no matter how small, is an investment in your future. The skills you develop, the challenges you overcome, and the lessons you learn will all contribute to the person you are becoming. Your future self will thank you for every hour of hard work, every sacrifice, and every time you chose to keep going instead of giving up. The only way to know what you are capable of is to try. You might surprise yourself. You might discover strengths you never knew you had. You might unlock doors to opportunities that you never thought possible, but you will never know unless you take that first step. No one else can do it for you. No one else can live your dreams, fight your battles, or achieve your goals. It is up to you to decide whether you will settle for an average life or push yourself to create something greater. You owe it to yourself to try. You owe it to your future self, to your dreams, and to the people who believe in you. Do not let fear, doubt, or hesitation stop you. Take action now, because one day you will look back and realize that every effort was worth it. Thank you.